Rise and shine, dear students. It's a pleasure to meet you all. My name is Krisa Shane Girolana, and I'll be your instructor this afternoon. Alongside me, we have the lovely Miss Eunice Sheras and the brilliant Grant Cyber Lumikti. Today's topic is as fascinating as it is relatable. It's all about socio-emotional development, something we experience as we navigate through life, especially during our high school years. So, buckle up and get ready to dive deep into this intriguing subject. Our objectives for today's session are as follows. First, recognize the significance of emotional regulation for emotional well-being during adolescence. Second, differentiate between positive and negative emotions and their impact on motivation, attention, and social interactions among adolescents. Third, evaluate the influence of social media on adolescent social development, including the risk associated with online interactions and media exposure. And fourth is foster collaboration between educators, schools, and parents to create a supportive environment for adolescents. And I hope that by the end of our discussion, you will gain valuable insights and learn how to support the socio-emotional development of high school learners. I would love to know your thoughts on the PowerPoint presentation I shared with you, and I would like to ask you if you are familiar with the pictures that were depicted in the slides, and have you personally experienced any of those? And what are those? And if your answers are emotions, then you are correct. What are emotions? So, what is emotion? Emotions are commonly known as human feelings that are manifested by varied conscious and unconscious moods. Emotions can be experienced both consciously and unconsciously. What is conscious and unconscious? For an individual, conscious emotions refer to the emotions that are directly experienced and recognized. Nang mahibawan na nimo nga, hala, nalipay ka, ma-feel ra nimo. These are the emotions that we are aware and can label, such as feeling happy, sad, or angry. Conscious emotions are typically more intense and can be influenced by various factors, including personal experiences, beliefs, and current circumstances. On the other hand, unconscious emotions are experienced at a subconscious level and may not be immediately recognized or understood by the individual. These emotions can manifest as subtle feelings, bodily sensations, or underlying moods. Unconscious emotions can be influenced by past experiences, underlying beliefs, and even physiological factors. Muning kanang wa kay ba nga kanang makaingon kana bitaw ang mga tao moingon nga hala na kuan lagi siya nawa sa mood niya. Ikaw mismo nga wa kay ba nga ano ba di ko sa mood. Ana bitaw. So, next, emotion, it is a subjective reaction to internal or external stimulus. So basically, emotions are within yourselves and not to others. It is your own feelings and thoughts that cannot be invalidated, for as we have different emotions since we are different and unique. It is subjective since nothing wrong about your emotion. Emotions are felt internally and cannot be invalidated by external factors or other people's opinions. And as everyone experiences emotions differently, they are considered to be subjective and not objective. It is not right or wrong. The idea is that emotions are a personal experience that should be respected and acknowledged as valid, regardless of how many others may perceive them. So, we as a future educators, we must be aware. Let's observe before we react. So, as we all know, emotions are a complex psychological state that involves various physiological, cognitive, and behavioral responses. They are usually triggered by an event or situation that is significant or meaningful to an individual. For example, if someone receives a good news, they may experience the emotion of happiness, which is characterized by a positive mood, increased heart rate, and smile on their face. Para sa nang, for example, kanang entrance exam, nakapasar, di ba happy? Happy ka? On the other hand, if someone receives bad news, they may experience the emotion of sadness, which is characterized by a low mood, decreased energy, and possibly tears. Kanang hilak, for example, waka nakapasar, hilak jud ka. Yan na. So, emotions have unique patterns. First, event that is strong or important. Emotions are usually triggered by events or situations that are significant or meaningful to an individual. In other words, emotions are not random but are rather context dependent. Dili lang kay kanang happy siya, nadyo'y nahitabo, nadyo'y event nga nahitabo, ana nga emotion. Second is physiological changes in heart, pulse rate, brain activity, hormone levels, and body temperature. Emotions are accompanied by various physiological changes in the body such as increased heart rate, changes in brain activity, changes in hormone levels, and changes in body temperature. For example, na ka ng bae nga girls menstruation, di ba? What is sa mood niya? Yeah, na. Third is the readiness for action or fight or flight. Emotions are often associated with the readiness for action, such as fight or flight response. This means that emotions can motivate individuals to take action, whether it's to confront a threat or to run away from it. Mo bang ang emotion kay more ba ma-trigger nimo ma-trigger ang imong buhaton like ala buhatan na kay nangana napaiban nga tungod sa nahadlok siya mo kuan siya kanang mo back out nga na. Dependence of the emotion. Emotions are dependent on the individual's perception of the event or situation. In other words, emotion can vary from person to person based on their interpretation of the event. Di ba mo react ka o unsay imuhang nasabtan ana nga situation? Kay di makaka-react kung kakasabot, di ba? Kay kanang mao di ay so alo nasuko ka kay nakabaw ka nga kato nga person gibully nga na bitaw ragnak nga na. So our body nani siya part nga may nag-regulate sa emotion bitaw may tig understand tig kuan sa function first gud atong brain sa kanang na yung mga nerves na nga before siya ma-understand nga na po ang atong emotion. This is what we call the autonomic nervous system. It is a part of a body that controls emotional reactions. And it has two parts, the sympathetic part and the parasympathetic part. When we say sympathetic part, it is kanang which excites or arouses. And the parasympathetic part, which depress body functions. Pero literally, it is not kanang depressed nga para sa nang ma-feel anang sad kay ka, dili nga na nga depressed. Let's explain that. So, the autonomic nervous system is a complex network of nerves that regulates many of the body's internal functions, such as the heart rate, the digestion, and breathing. And yes, it is divided into two main branches, the sympathetic nervous system and the parasympathetic nervous system. So, when we say sympathetic nervous system, it is kanang responsible for for activating the body's fight or flight response during times of kanang stress or danger. Mo ni kani may magkuan bitaw nga ala mo fight ba ka or mo back out or mo flight, mo run away. And it increases heart rate, dilates pupils, and releases adrenaline, which prepares the body for action. On the other hand, kanang the parasympathetic nervous system is responsible ni siya sa kanang body's rest and digest. Di ba ang gingan nato kay katumang depressed? Kani siya rest and digest, siya may magtrabaho sa para ma-relax. Yeah, relax ang emotion. It slows down kanang heart rates, constricts pupils, and stimulates digestion. So, kaning duha, need jud na nila nga mag-uban kay para napitay balance. So, kanang both branches of the autonomic nervous system work together to maintain a balance in the body's internal functions. When one branch is activated, the other branch is suppressed and vice versa na sila. This balance is crucial for maintaining optimal health and well-being. So it is important jud nga like maatiman po ni nato ning kato nga mga part o kanang mabalance nimo ang duha. Kay if ever adto ra katong isa like di na kanang sige ra bitaw kag kanang flight without calming down di na pud na maka-affect na pud na sa imong mental health nga na. So as future educators and future parents, we must understand the adolescents' emotions bitaw, and we must teach them to be a better person and teach them to handle their emotions properly. So that kanang mag-guide dito nato sila in the right way, and also para ma-aware po sila sa ilang kaugalingon. And there are implications to adolescents kanang care of so since the adolescents are still in the phase of developing, we still have that hope or the power to guide them properly and how to handle their emotions. And there are implications to adolescent care, education, parenting. First, the overall implication is that emotional skills influences the adolescent learner's success in classwork. Second, interventions by the teacher and the school can reduce learner emotional distress. Third, the teacher plays a most important role in promoting positive changes for the adolescent. Number 4, the teacher and the school can conduct interventions to assist the youth with focus on risky and inappropriate behavior while promoting positive development among adolescents. So, emotional skills such as self-awareness, self-regulation, motivation, empathy, and social skills influence adolescent learners' success in classwork. For example, a student who has poor self-regulation skills may struggle to concentrate in class and complete assignments on time. On the other hand, a student who has a good self-awareness skills may be better equipped to identify their strengths and weaknesses and seek help when needed, leading to better academic performance. Muna siya explanation atong number 1. So in number 2, katong interventions by the teacher and the school can reduce learner emotional distress. For instance, teachers can use positive reinforcement and encouragement to build a supportive classroom environment that fosters positive emotional development among students. They can also provide counseling services or peer support programs to help students cope with emotional challenges. Muna katong interventions nga dapat pagbuhaton bitaw unta sa mga teachers nga na. Number 3, the teacher plays the most important role in promoting positive changes for the adolescent. Teachers can act as role models for students by demonstrating positive emotional skills themselves and providing guidance and support to help students develop their skills. For example, a teacher who models empathy and social skills is more likely to promote these qualities in their students. Kay, o kung say makita sa estudyante, mo magud po ilang buhaton, kay Kay, for example, di ba, og mag-idol ka kay, kung sa'y buhaton si mong idol, kay mao po imo hang buhaton, nga na po na sila. So, number 4, the teacher and the school can conduct interventions to assist the youth with a focus on risky and inappropriate behavior while promoting positive development among adolescents. For example, schools can offer programs that teach students about the risk associated with substance abuse, risky sexual behavior, and other negative influences. Additionally, schools can provide opportunities for students to engage in positive activities such as sports, clubs, or community service that can help them develop social skills and healthy coping mechanisms. Kay, as ug ang students kay mas makuan bitaw siya sa mga tao kay mas murag ma-transparent siya kay ma-show niya og unsa siya bitaw ngana, so it was needed. So in conclusion, socio-emotional development is a crucial aspect of a high school student's life that should never be overlooked. Recognizing the significance of emotional regulation, differentiating between positive and negative emotions, evaluating the influence of social media, and fostering collaboration between educators, schools, and parents are some of the key concepts or key steps that can be taken to support the socio-emotional development of high school learners. And to my dearest students, it was an absolute pleasure to guide you through this fascinating subject today. And I hope you found value in our discussion and gained valuable insights on how to support your socio-emotional development. Remember to always take care of yourselves and those around you. Keep learning, growing, and striving for success. Good luck in all your future endeavors, and I wish you luck, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.